The next concept that I want to go through is what I call Goldilocks-ing. Too much, too little, just the right amount. So when we think about Goldilocks-ing with breath, we're going to use too much breath, not enough breath, and then just the right amount. So the phrase that I want you to practice this with is, whoa, this is awesome. When we use too much breath, a couple of things might happen. You might get a really airy sound. Whoa, this is awesome. That sounds kind of like a really breathy whisper. This I hear sometimes as we experiment with resonance. So as you get to that section, keep this breath thing in mind. When we use too little air, it can sound choked. Whoa, this is awesome. Because in order to hold that air, oftentimes it happens in the throat. The throat starts to kind of close and keeps the breath from exiting the body. So let's try that together. We're going to try, whoa, this is awesome, and use too much breath. Let it be really airy sound. Really feel like you're blowing out all the sound while you speak. Here we go. Whoa, this is awesome. And hopefully you ran out of air by the time you got to the end of that. Let's do it one more time. Whoa, this is awesome. Running out of breath. And now let's try too little air. So think of holding your breath, maybe this idea of sitting up straight, of being very static with the breath. You might feel that holding also in your throat. Let's try it. Whoa, this is awesome. Gonna hang on to that breath and not let it go. One more time. Whoa, this is awesome. Notice this in your speech. Have you ever felt these sensations when you were talking? Have you ever felt like you really needed to just let go of some air? Have you ever felt like you were running out of breath all the time in a conversation? That can be an indicator that you might be Goldilocks-ing. You might be using too much or too little. So let's find somewhere that's just right. Balanced breath. We're going to try this 3 times so that we can kind of vacillate a little bit and find that right balance. When the breath is balanced, you'll be aware of your ribcage swinging open, of your abdomen expanding on all sides, and as you exhale, that it's all nice and even, that it doesn't feel like you're blowing out all of your air and it doesn't feel like you're holding your breath. So let's try this 3 times, each in pursuit of aligning a little bit closer with that maximum efficiency of breath, efficiency over effort every time. Here we go. Whoa, this is awesome. Whoa, this is awesome. Whoa, this is awesome. Gorgeous. Before you move on to the next section, there are 2 things to check in on. When you are ready, you'll feel these parts of your breath. You'll be cognizant of your ribs swinging open, of your abdomen expanding. It will feel easy. You'll feel this idea of poise, of efficiency of movement.